right, folks, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special edition of Buper Farmer Cigar Deck Porch Talks. We have special episodes, special drinks, and a special guest. Say hello.
Hello.
Homeschooling Mama's here. As you can tell from the video, this is 19 years plus probably 2 days once I can actually get this posted. Me and Homeschooling Mama have an announcement to make. What's our announcement?
I don't know. What's our announcement? That we've been married 19 years?
It's our
today?
anniversary.
Oh, it's our anniversary.
19 years plus a couple days once this video gets posted, because I have to apparently go to work super early tomorrow. So 19 years and probably 2 to 3 days. And counting, of course. I was going to contemplate naming this 19 and counting, but we watched a documentary how we probably should not
Associate
with that. But what are we smoking? What are we drinking? We actually have a special cigar. The Zebra Liga from the American Warf, or no, this one's from, American Viking. My bad. This is special because a subscriber actually sent me two. I smoked one. It was congratulations on little man being born. He sent me two Zebra Liga cigars. I smoked one, I believe, when I was playing with bees. And I figure, you know what, I better smoke the next one when celebrating my wife of 19 years. So, yeah, thank you very much. Again, I think I asked, I can't remember if you said I could say your name on here or not, but thank you, sir. Hopefully you and your spouse make it just as far, if not farther than us. So, yeah, thank you for the cigar. Special cigar for a special video. For the drink tonight, we have something kind of different. This is probably one of the first times in a long time me and Homeschooling Mama are going to share a drink. We have Hard Truth Peanut Butter Bourbon Cream.
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle, thank you. Peanut brittle bourbon cream. So I'd like to say that I bought this because I especially thought you'd like it. Truth be told, I'm hoping you like it. I've never had it before. I think I have had the Truth. Maybe I've had Hard Truth spirits before, but it's usually a very expensive liqueur, but it was actually on sale, so we'll go ahead and pour Homeschooling Mama some. Probably should drink the water at the bottom of my glass.
I was going to say, it looks like our ice is melted.
Yeah.
But maybe that'll dilute it a little bit.
And I'm going to keep it away from the flame because the bottle's already getting hot. So, cheers. Hopefully we get this as the thumbnail. A little higher. Perfect. Give it a whirl. What do we think? Oh, I like that.
Ooh, it smells good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's like, that is...
I don't taste much peanut.
No, I don't either. Not much brittle. Definitely tastes the cream, the bourbon. That's not bad. It's almost like a rum chata with a little less sprinkle a little cinnamon on there.
No, it's not a rum chata. It's almost like a smoother version of Bailey's.
Yeah, I can see that. So, 19 years plus. We were friends for a year. We were dating for a year, engaged for a year. At the time, that was considered a very long courting process. Nowadays, I think it's called a good start.
I don't know. I think you see both extremes nowadays.
I don't know if you see many of the extremes where people get married after like just a month or two of knowing each other.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna throw out there that Vegas is popular for a reason.
Well, yeah, but one night stands are not the best benchmark.
I'm
So,
talking about Vegas marriages.
yeah, I know. Same thing.
It's not really one night stand.
Same idea. But, yeah, so 19 years. What's some fun facts about marriage? I was looking up some fun facts. As I promised, I'm going to try to do at least 20 videos about marriage this year. I was thinking about doing 52, but, do the entire year about marriage. But I think I might typecast my channel, and then all I'll be able to do is marriage content from then on. So we're going to cover a lot of stuff, talking about dating, talking about relationships, even talking about thoughts on raising children, courting processes.
So do you have a list of discussion
I don't have the specific. I have topics or like areas of interest. I don't have the specific questions just yet. I have a couple. There are a couple. One of them is based off of. So I want you to guess what is the average length of a marriage in the United States.
7.5 years.
Oh, damn! Close, real close.
Yeah?
Try again.
Oh.
And I mean very, very close.
Is it 7 years?
Round up.
8?
8 years. In the United States, it is 8 years.
Oh, so in the United States, people file for divorce at 7.5 years in the 6-month
Right, it takes a 6-month period.
filing process.
Yeah, they only live with each other for. That's gonna pop that bottle. I'm gonna put that down. You just see the flames licking that bottle, and you can see it just cracking down the middle, and that's not bad. Yeah, 8 years. So we've got that almost 1.5 or 2.5 times beat. That'd be twice be 16, almost 2.5 times beat.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's gonna be one of them. How to get past year 8, which I have some. That used to be called the 7-Year Itch. There's actually a movie about it, Marilyn Monroe. I do not recommend anyone watches it because good movie, but bad ideals put out into the world.
That's probably why we're here now.
So yeah, what highlights? Are there any topics you want me to cover? Think would be fun to cover? And how many of these 20 videos are you going to be a part of?
I don't know. How busy am I?
Right? You stole my glass.
I didn't steal your glass. You gave me this glass.
You stole my glass. Thief.
Okay,
Skullduggery,
you gave me this one.
apparently.
It was unintentional, I'm sure, on your part.
So, what topics would you think we should talk about marriage?
I have no idea. This is like, yeah.
I mean, I'd consider ourselves on the expert spectrum.
Really?
After 20 years,
I mean, okay. I'm not sure anybody is ever an expert because every situation is different.
well, yeah, everything changes up. There are lots of.
I mean, I would never say that somebody who's been married 19 years and has 1 kid or no kids would have anywhere near the same experiences as we do with 7.
That is fair. That's fair.
And I wouldn't say that we could relate to anybody who has like 0 or 1 kids after 19 years. Like that's an entirely different relationship.
I think you can because.
No, because I mean they're really focused either on their careers, their lives, or each other. Like,
But you could just counter and say instead of being focused on our relationship, we focus on our children. You know, the one more we could be accused of.
yeah, but the experience would still be entirely different.
Well, but the
For
principles.
us, like it's not like we just run away and go to a hotel. Like, I mean, that just doesn't happen because we have to put the kids first, or at least make sure like the kids are
I mean, we
always
could. We
cared
do know
for and
people who.
provided for.
We do know
first.
people who have, and we don't have to look that far to find people who had
I'm just saying.
16-year-old just go ahead and take care of these kids for a week, okay? Cook for them, clean for them, you're fine, go.
Yeah, I could never do that though.
But I think we could use those same principles for people who are like, okay, I have no kids, so I'm focused on my job. Because that's one thing, we don't really necessarily put our kids first in everything.
No, but their needs always are always there at the forefront.
Yes. But it's not like the people who, well, you know, if we had one more kid, we'd be happy again. Because every time we have a baby in the house, we're happy. So let's have.
No, that's not what I mean. But like,
I'm just saying there's a distinction to be made there.
yeah, but it's as simple as like, okay, do we go out to dinner tonight when so and so is having a bad day? Well, no, we can't, or we don't go, or we just give them, like, we wait and do something on Sunday, or
Mhm.
because they need us today.
But I still think we could have valid relationship advice, because you could take, instead of we're focusing on our children, to like we're focusing on my promotion and career.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing that there's
Okay.
still some areas that can be comparable. I'm just saying that,
Extrapolated.
I just would hesitate to say I'm an expert or you're an expert merely because our experience is limited to each other. I think that's a good thing. But
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of makes you an expert in marriage, because you've been married like 6-7 times. You know,
Mo-
that's like getting marriage advice.
But my personality, while it's changed in 19 years, and your personality, and while it's changed in 19 years, relatively we're still the same people. Like some of our edges have changed maybe, but we're still who we are. And you are not the same person as Joe Schmo or.
Well, I mean, that's any advice, so any expert, from finance to health
True,
to, I mean,
true.
you can
It's
still be an
always-
expert, but you can extrapolate then for other situations.
True.
I mean, I did have to laugh. This story will come out in a full video. This is one of the videos. I went to a priest to ask about basically relationship advice, and, should I ask you to marry me? And the priest was hilarious. You've heard the story more than once. But the priest was hilarious because he's like, I can't believe that whenever someone is having relationship issues, the first thing they think of is, I should go talk to a priest who's, not married, does not have
Doesn't really even usually live with somebody.
doesn't usually live with someone, doesn't have, has never been married. So he got he's like, I always get a chuckle out of that. And I agree with him. Like, yep, but we'll consider a priest like a expert you should go talk to about relationships.
Yeah, well, I've always considered a priest more of a counselor because they're trained.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at that a little bit differently.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
disagreeing.
You do have people who would be like, yeah, why go to somebody who's never experienced that? The same reason why, like, when you go to the hospital and you go to the hospital with a baby, and it's like, okay, you don't know anything about babies because you've never had one, so I'm not going to take your advice, even though you're a nurse who's been trained.
Mhm.
You obviously don't know what you're talking about because you've never been here. And
Fair.
you do have that, like people who are trained in a field, like a trained doctor who's never had a baby as an OB. Well, you've never been here. You might have
Like-
seen it, but you've never done it, so it's not the same experience. And
Like our son's audiologist, who specializes in pediatric ear reconstruction, but yet has never had a kid.
but admittedly, he was great with
He
kids.
was good with kids.
So I'm just saying, I like that part. I'm like,
Well, I'm not selling books
there
or
are people
you know,
who like.
I'm not selling books or booking speaking tours. I'm just saying that I feel after 19 years I can speak with some authority on situations and judge some people's marriages quite harshly.
But you can, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't. I do. Have. We'll do it again. The whole video on that, how to judge other people's marriages.
Seriously,
I don't know.
it should be video 21.
There'll be some videos about self-assessment, how to assess your marriage and be honest about it. I've done that more than once, where it's like, okay, are we actually happily married? So there will be some of that, like what do you look for? Some will be discussing other people's marriages who like, yeah, I saw that one coming. To talk about red flags and warnings. That'd be a fun little video.
I think that one sounds like a depressing video.
They're not all gonna be happy. There's gonna be a lot of depressing crap talked about. That's for sure. It's no surprise that the good and the bad, right? You say that in your wedding vows. Hopefully, you have wedding vows when you got married. There'll be a video about that too.
You're so opinionated.
And that's why I like doing these, because I can have my opinion out there. Put it out into the ethos. Maybe someone will listen. Maybe they won't. Probably won't.
I see.
Besides, I was told by someone who actually has a successfully growing YouTube channel that controversy is where it's at. So I apparently don't put enough controversy into my
Yours
videos.
isn't growing. It's stagnant.
It's growing. No, it's not stagnant. I get a new subscriber like one a month. It's, you know, sometimes
Progress.
2 or 3. There's
Progress has been made.
there has been progress. I celebrate each one.
Oh,
I just
God.
now found out though that I get their email address sent to me. Is it reflecting too much?
No, that's
just
just
drank
much
it?
stronger than I realized.
That's smooth, isn't it? That's
Oh my
especially
goodness.
considering it's watered down. What's it?
Yeah, that hits a little harder, but
Wow, it's only 15% by volume.
admittedly, I haven't been drinking much.
Honey, this is less than what I pour you with Kimura.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 15%, and that was about 50-50 with water in the bottom
Yeah,
of
it
your
was
glass.
with water in the bottom. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Although my allergies acting up doesn't make it any better. So.
Well, folks, my wife is drunk, so let's cut this one short because
I
you know
am
what's going to
not
happen.
drunk.
No, let's pour you another then. Let's work on child number 8.
If I recall, you have the limiting factor on that.
No. Apparently not. But
So you're going to do planned videos, or are some of these just going to be on the fly?
well, I want to try and plan these ones because to hit a 20 number specifically without repeating a topic could be really hard to do. What I'm probably going to do this week is make the list of 20, but then sit down with the list and then randomly pick one.
Oh.
So I feel like talking about
This one or that
this one or that one. Because yeah, I've tried like I've done the war stories series where I talk about war stories and ambulance
But you
calls,
repeat 'em.
and then all of a sudden, yeah, I put one up and I'm like, I think I shared that one already. Like it's just a random.
You do share some of the same ones.
Yeah, I do, no doubt. And even some of the other topic videos I've tried before, if I try to just sit down and do it organically, like I'll go back to a previous point I made in a previous video. And it's not bad. It starts off usually different. I'm like, oh, here I am again talking about...
It's just your soapbox.
It kind of could be a soapbox moment, that's for sure. But I kind of wanted to have very 20 specific topics, just so
So
I
now
don't...
does this count as one of the 20
No,
since it's
no,
the
this is the
introductory,
kickoff.
theory?
No, this is the kickoff. This is the plan. This is the getting it out there.
So is this like an every other week topic? Like
I don't
one
know.
every other week? Because if you're trying to get 20,
20 has to be
there's
every
only
other week.
52 weeks in
Yeah.
a year, so it has to be pretty close to every other week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I'll probably do like any good, college or high school student. I'm going to start off strong. The next 4 weeks, I'm going to just
And then
hammer
the
them
last
off.
like
and
6 or 8 videos
6
are
or
going to
8
be made
just
in like
just
one
made
day.
yeah, just rapid fire succession. The week, 1 year from now, I'm just going to be firing off a video a day. No, I'm going to try really hard, and I hate to actually plan them, like have like talk about marriage during the Christmas season, but as around Christmas time, I'd hate to do that because I don't want to have these that planned out. But
That seems a little odd. But it does seem a little
like you could force some. You could,
I mean, it sounds like a TV series where they force the Christmas special episode.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to avoid. So that's why I'm gonna make the list of 20 topics and then just randomly pick one.
Ooh, that was right.
That
there.
was right at me, which is fair. And just randomly pick one of the topics when I come to talk. And they don't have to be like, I might print the list on here, I might not. But, it doesn't necessarily, like, if there's a topic, I just don't really want to talk about that. We'll
Just don't feel like
replace
that
it.
today.
Or if there's one, like, a better topic, like something in the news happens or a current event or something in our family happens. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to talk about that instead.
That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how many we can get you in the camera with. Although you guys start pushing this out to your social medias, because I'm just saying, in the beginning when you actually did, my numbers went up by like 3. So I was pumped. But, now that you just kind of like they're there and you don't even watch them or comment.
That's not fair. I've actually watched them a few times.
What was the last one
because I
about?
even knew that you were doing this series.
That's because I told you about this one.
No, but I actually
And posted
watched
it
the
on your
video.
Facebook page.
But I watched it. You should be proud of me.
You watched most of it.
In fairness, like, if it's more than 30 to 45 seconds long, I don't watch videos. I'm really,
You're
like,
such a Gen Xer.
I read 1,000-page books. I'm not gonna waste my time watching.
Oh, my
a
videos are a
45
waste
minute-
of time. Okay, I
Not
gotcha.
yours specifically, but I really have a hard time with videos. Honestly, the Bible in a Year podcast that I've been watching is killing me. It is killing me to sit there for 25 minutes when I could read the Bible myself.
Could you imagine if Father Mike Schmidt actually talked in a normal cadence? How long those
Oh
videos
my
would
gosh,
be?
they would be a lot longer if he slowed down his speech. And he talks so fast. And that fast speech, though, is kind of anxiety inducing for me.
Not for Swedish Compass, though. She is.
I know. It keeps the older 4 engaged, but the younger 2 are not feeling it.
Not doing it.
I understand.
Mhm.
It's kind of pretty deep for them.
It's intense. It's intense. Yeah, I'm not sure this should have been something for under teens. I mean, Fairy
10 and up.
Dancer probably is
10 and up
getting
is
it.
fine.
I think you really do need. Now we're just switching topics like that. This is how some of these
This
videos
is-
go. Because I was gonna say, you know, that's our kids. Well, it links back to marriage because we hold religious values so high. But yeah, our 10-year-old can do it because you know she's had a lot of exposure. But I just imagine some of the people in her CCD class trying to.
That would feel pretty overwhelming.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have 20 planned or pseudo
Pseudo-planned.
videos, but so are you gonna do like the best anniversary out of the 19, the worst anniversary out of the 19?
I could, yeah. That's ones I'd pull you in to talk
So
about.
what's the
your
best
thoughts.
one?
Well, I don't want to give away the goat on the.
I'm
first video.
curious, like
So, what's your question? Which is the
which
best
would
one?
be the best anniversary?
The best anniversary. And it would definitely be one of the ones we lived in Kinross.
Well, that's a lot of them.
That was a good chunk of them. I mean, there's 2 that come to mind. We had one just after Vashman was born, and we kind of went on like a fancier date,
Mm-hmm.
and I planned a lot of stuff for a weekend. That one was nice. But the one after Wild and Free Wolf was just kind of very, or the one just before hers, when everything went down and happened and things were put into perspective. And it wasn't like we did anything that,
No, we just had a candlelit dinner, if I recall.
yeah, we didn't have anything like that.
On a pool table, bumper pool table.
That could be. Yeah, it wasn't anything special, but it was more like,
What was special? It was just special not because it was expensive. It was special because it was.
the situation.
But hey, that's probably the most dressed up.
Oh, probably. Well, the one. Oh, I did it.
You did.
Vashman.
It wasn't me this time.
After Vashman, we got dressed up for that one. Because I actually took you out and everything.
Yeah, but we took him with us.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all.
No, well, true. Okay. We took him with us because I think that was actually when we got that first photo done. Our first family photo was the same time.
That sounds familiar.
Like I think because we were all dressed up and we went to have the photo done and then we went out.
And what was it? Picture Me? Those ones used to
Yeah,
be called.
Picture this.
Picture This, Picture Me.
Picture me.
The one that was inside Walmart, and then
Mhm.
that competed with J.C. Penney's photography.
Oh, but they were so much cheaper than Jason.
Oh, yeah, really cheaper.
Really, like if you got just the basic package.
Yep.
Once you started buying stuff, it was not as cheap.
I want to take credit. I think I even planned for us because we were so dolled up and dressed up to go to there.
I don't even remember like how that worked out.
Yeah.
Quite honestly,
I want to take credit for it. I don't remember specifically. Oh, 2 deer. Oh, 3 deer being invaded. Has that one got antlers on it? It's hard to tell from here. Nope, just long ears.
I think there's 4. I think there's a tiny one in between that one and the one back there.
It could be.
I can't really tell. It's kind of dim light and they're far away.
So,
And those eye appointments can't come soon enough.
yeah, right.
I think it's been like 3 years since I've gotten new glasses.
Thankfully, you said new glasses. Like, it has not been 3 years since you've been to the eye doctor. 18 months? Yeah, probably.
Oh, I think it's more than that. I think it's over 2 years
I'd
because
have
I
to look
didn't
at my
see a point
script.
in going when I was
When you're pregnant.
pregnant.
Yeah. So,
And he's what, 6 months old now, so
Yeah.
that's at least 16, 18 months. And
well, there's a sneak preview for you guys talking about the best anniversary. I don't want to give up too many of my topics, so probably do
Oh,
best, worst,
I'm kind of curious about
best
your
year,
topics.
worst year. Yeah, I'll give you the list. You can help write the list. Boy, folks, I'm going to enjoy my drink, pour myself another, pour my wife a triple. Enjoy watching some deer and what I think is a turkey over there in the field, but it hasn't moved, so I'm wondering if it's
Which field?
right across there near a wellhead. No, I think that's just
Maybe
a,
part of the tree there.
yeah, I think so. Okay. Anyway, folks, thank you for all the well wishes we got on our anniversary. We're super excited. 19 years and going. And
You
I can't
do
say it. I just
You
can't.
can't
It'll
bring
get
yourself
banned.
to
It'll get
say
banned
it.
on YouTube. So yeah, keep an eye out. I'll make a whole little series and put it in its own playlist. I'm supposed to be doing playlists too, I was told.
Really?
Yeah, so people can just click on and get 20 episodes on marital advice and marriage stories.
Oh, that kind of playlist.
type
You
of
had me.
playlist.
I was like, wait, what?
Okay, I gotcha. Anyway,
So
yes.
then you put all the ones that have to do with homeschooling.
With them, I'm supposed to then all the war stories will be their own, and
I see. So you just combine
my
combine
Christmas
them.
season specials will be
That's
their
like your
own.
worst nightmare where you have to organize all the ones you don't.
Oh no, it's a click of a button. It's really easy.
Is it?
Yeah, no, and it's easy to do online. So something I should do, just lazy.
Does it change the video you borrow?
No, that stays the same. But when you're watching it, it'll say, "Hey, this is part of a playlist. You want to play the next one?" And so you get click-throughs, which
Oh,
encourage
I
your
shouldn't
channel.
do that then. I was like, that would be a good one to do for my classes, so that they're easier to separate out the two classes. But I don't want my students to have access to the next week.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right. Anyway, folks, again, hope you enjoy this upcoming series. Stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one.